Hello everyone and welcome back to another Touchdowns to Home Runs. I'm your host Noah, and today I'm going to be telling you who I think is going to be the best wide receiver out of the top 3 receivers who are taken in the draft. That is Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama, Henry Ruggs out of Alabama, and CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. 3 great talented wide receivers. Now, just before we get started getting on that, I just want to say, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, definitely go hit that sub button down below. Me and my partner Bernie are working tirelessly to put out some of the best sports content on YouTube for you guys. So if you love football, baseball, basketball, or hockey, definitely go hit that sub button. And now let's get started on who I think is going to be the best had the best season this season out of these 3 receivers. Now, this isn't who I think is gonna have the best career or who I think is the best. I'm talking about this season, their rookie season, who is going to have the best season. And I'm going to take the new Dallas Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. And let me just give you some of the reasons why I'm taking this. First off, I just want to say that Ruggs, what I think about him is he's going to be the number 1 guy in Oakland. He shouldn't be. It should be Bryan Edwards. I'm a huge South Carolina fan, and I know Bryan Edwards is going to be one of the best wide receivers in the league. But Ruggs starting out will be the number 1 receiver, and he'll get double teamed a lot. And I just don't know if his college schemes, in college, it was all the crossing routes with Tua, where he just run like a 5-7 yard crossing route, and then his speed would just be able to beat everyone to the edge and get downfield for those big plays. I don't know if that's going to work in the NFL. When you got better linebackers, when you got faster linebackers, and you got those safeties with better help in the secondary, I don't know if those crossing routes and all stuff like that is going to work, or those fly routes and everything. I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. I know Hill is very effective with his speed in the NFL, but still, we haven't seen how Ruggs can play at the pro level, so that's why I'm not going to take him as my number 1. And Jerry Jeudy, there really isn't any reason why I didn't take him. There's just so much more I like about the Cowboys team and what CeeDee Lamb has around him than what Jeudy has. So Cowboys have the most complete offense, definitely out of the 3 teams. So we got the Broncos, the Cowboys, and the Raiders. They had the best running back out of them. Ezekiel Elliott, I'd take him over Melvin Gordon and Josh Jacobs, even though Josh Jacobs had a huge season last year. Melvin Gordon, he held out, and I just don't know. Running backs are so iffy all the time. They're so up and down, and Elliott has just been a constantly good player, so I'm definitely taking Elliott there. They had the best wide receiver already on that team, so who'd you have? You'd have Amari Cooper. You'd have, who's on the Raiders? Aguilar, Hunter Renfrow, and then on the Broncos, you got Courtland Sutton. I'm taking Amari Cooper definitely there. And then they had the best O-line out of the 3. The Cowboys by far huge in the run game and pass blocking. That O-line is a serious good O-line. And then out of the 3 QBs, you got Prescott, Locke, and Derek Carr. I'm definitely taking Dak Prescott, even though I'm definitely not huge on Prescott at all. I'm not a big on Drew Lock at all, and Derek Carr hasn't really shown me anything. Dak Prescott, I would take as the best QB out of those 3. And just why I'm talking about all these good players around him, these are just going to open up so many big play opportunities for CeeDee Lamb, and that's what he does best. He is so good in the open field, just making guys miss. Like you saw, there's one play against Texas that literally CeeDee took on 5 guys, 5 Texas defenders, 5 Texas defensive backs, and he beat them all to the end zone somehow. That's all he does. When you have guys like Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott drawing attention constantly from the other team, that is going to leave huge gaps open for a guy like CeeDee Lamb, who is another guy who you just don't want to have those big play opportunities. So just having Elliott in the run game, that will create so many opportunities in the passing game. And then Amari Cooper is going to draw so much attention away from CeeDee Lamb that the Cowboys are just going to pick on that and just keep passing to CeeDee and keep letting him get into that open space and making guys miss until the defenses finally realize we got to play Amari and CeeDee equally. So that's just going to open up opportunities for the both of them. So I love that. And then also, Dak is a decent QB, so he'll get the ball where it needs to be, and that O-line is just going to give him even more time to pass and find CeeDee. So that's why I love CeeDee Lamb in this situation with the Cowboys rather than The Broncos, I'm not too big on Drew Lock. I've already said that. And there really isn't anything else. Like, they're running, again, I don't know how Melvin Gordon's going to be. Phillip Lindsay's a decent running back. I just don't like I don't like it as much as I like CeeDee Lamb on the Cowboys. So again, another thing, the NFC East is a very weak division. We saw last year is definitely the weakest division in the NFL compared to the AFC West. I know the AFC West isn't as big on their defense, but still, you got guys in that division, like you got Derwin James, you got Tyrann Mathieu, you got some big defensive players. You got Chris Harris Jr. now on the you got him on the Broncos. You got AJ Bouye on the Broncos, so that's going to be effective for the Raiders. So that division is definitely way more stacked than the NFC East. The only guy that really scares me, the only corner that scares me in the NFC East is Darius Slay. And most likely when the Eagles play the Cowboys, you're going to have him on Amari Cooper anyways. So again, just leaving CeeDee with that more open space. This guy just has the ball skills and the open field route running and just making play skills that you want on your team. Huge steal by the Cowboys. It is a miracle that that CeeDee dropped to him. I had CeeDee in my mock draft going first out of the 3 wide receivers to the Jets, and I was so shocked that he fell to the Cowboys. Out of these 3, honestly, my favorite is Jerry Jeudy. I love Jeudy. I loved him all the way throughout college. But just in this situation, especially this year, I have CeeDee Lamb as being the best wide receiver out of the 3 and having the best rookie season. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Again, definitely go hit that like button. Definitely go hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching, and come back next time.